Hello, my name is Ryan Leone, and I'm doing my special assignment video on Stevie Ray Vaughan. Now, I'm sure Stevie Ray Vaughan is a well-known name today and highly recognizable in the state of Texas. Stevie Ray Vaughan could be described as a man who reinvented the blues. He was extremely talented at guitar, had a unique, fiery style playing that no one else could really replicate. He was inspired by players like Albert King, Jimi Hendrix, and Muddy Waters, for example. In his early days, him and his band Double Trouble toured around Austin, becoming one of the most popular bands in Texas. His band recorded classic hit albums like Texas Flood and Couldn't Stand the Weather, which are both great albums. I highly recommend those. His professional career was soaring around the early to mid 80s. But as much as it seemed like he was on top at this point, he was considerably low in terms of his own personal health. He was very addicted to drinking and substance abuse during this point, but he still would push himself to tour, and he even released a double live album during that time. His habit got so bad that he almost died and collapsed on tour in Germany in 1986. And at this point, it was colossal. His habit, he had been snorting an ounce of cocaine a day and drinking a quart of scotch a day as well. After his incident in 86, the rest of his ongoing tour was canceled, and he underwent time in rehab to get clean. He was actually able to get sober and even performed at numerous shows over the next couple of years. And then in late summer of 1990, Stevie and Double Trouble were set to headline an American tour with Joe Cocker. And then on a helicopter ride back to Chicago, the helicopter unfortunately crashed into a mountain, killing everybody on board, including Stevie. So I can imagine that was pretty devastating. But going back to his struggles, I'm sure it was hard to deal with the fame and all that pressure that came with being famous. With like many other artists, I'm sure the drugs and drinking were a way for him to escape and to just get away from all the noise. But despite the problems that he had, I feel like he still left a huge impact on the music industry and also had inspired many guitarists and musicians that came after him. So yeah, and all this information I'm getting from the srvarchive.org. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video.